Minimalist money saving tips. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Luke. I'm a sports science master student located in Germany, and on this channel I'll help you to live a more minimalistic and mindful life. So, have fun. Now, you might face the problem that you struggle with actually saving money, and I really can relate to this. I also had to struggle with my finances the past couple of months due to the crisis, of course. Therefore, I was basically forced to handle my finances somehow different. I lost one of my jobs temporarily, which paid me a rather good amount of cash, so I had to figure out a strategy to save money and cut down my expenses. Cut down my costs. Now, as food is one of the highest expenses most people statistically have next to insurance and rent costs, I found a way to reduce my food costs by almost 30%. This pasta is so flavoursome. I'll be talking about this next week, Thursday. The video link will be down in the description, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, as I've tested my two saving methods for a long time now, I do claim that after you watched this video and implemented these strategies, you'll be able to save up to 150 euros a month easily. And even more if you're disciplined and, of course, dependent on your financial situation. Okay, so now the first strategy is the €5 saving strategy. It's the €5 saving strategy. Obviously, it's dollars, pounds, or your currency in your country. But how does this strategy actually work? Whenever you find a spare fiver in your wallet or get a fiver back from a cash payment you just made, you want to store it away immediately into a small savings box. As an example, you get a beautiful philodendron houseplant at the shop for €12 and pay the lady 20. You'll get back a €5 note and €3 in coins. The €5 note would go into your savings box and you keep the coins for further payments. I use this rule for notes only, not for coins. As I'm still a student, I thought it would hurt pretty badly to put every fiver away immediately, but to be honest, it's easier than I thought, and the effect this strategy had on my savings account, not bad. Within 2 weeks, I saved nearly up to €65 without even noticing it. But the method, of course, also has its limits. First, when I withdraw money from the bank account and get a bunch of €5 notes, of course, they can't go into my savings account immediately, as I would save myself to poverty. And further, you really have to be careful that you don't go around hunting €5 notes just to put them into your box. I need a fiver. Other than that, I think it's a brilliant strategy which is definitely scalable and effective, so give it a try. Okay, now before we continue, just a small announcement to all my lovely subscribers. Nearly 900, you are crazy, by the way. However, you know that I am always jolly and bright, but I think we now have to talk a serious word. Please turn on the notifications so you always get a reminder when a new video of mine comes out. Thank you. Okay, so for the second strategy, which my dad uses in quite a similar way, I need to mention that in the last 30 days, I dramatically reduced my costs to about 5 to 10 euros a week. I might do a video about that. And I then figured out the strategy by chance, actually. What? 97,000 euros in debt. Yeah, okay, thanks. See you later. Babe, let's start saving a bit. Yeah, just for fun. Now, this strategy might be unpopular, as a few finance experts claim the exact opposite. However, it really worked out for me, and I guess this is especially practical for people who are only responsible for themselves and live alone. Now, it might seem old school, but I started making all my transactions in cash. I hardly never ever use my credit card anymore unless when I have to shop online, and then I immediately pay into the bank at the same day to even out the expense. So the only purpose of this one bank account, which isn't my savings account, by the way, is to handle my expenses and my income, and it's always more or less balanced at €0 at the end of the month. But you might ask yourself, how will this save you money? Now, what I realized is, and I bet you can relate to this, it's easier to spend €5 with your card than to spend €5 in cash, because there's still a difference in digital money and physical money, at least for me. I am much more willing to spend €5 via credit cards than €5 via cash. Now, if you have all your, let's just call it expenses money at home in a box, you realize that your expenses automatically decrease because you intuitively start to overthink every single spending. Just let me give you an example on one of my passions, houseplants. Now, if a plant costs €4 or €6, it doesn't make that big of a difference on a bank account. It's just €2 more, isn't it? But when you have a €5 and a €10 note and you pay physically, you have to decide which one you choose to trade to get the plant. You at least overthink the expense then, which notes you take. And I want to end the video with this claim: you will definitely save a couple of bucks a month, as your consciousness about what you actually spend your money on will hopefully increase. However, just let me tell you this at the end of the video: don't get caught up too much in saving. I think if we find something which is valuable, which brings us joy, then we don't have to hesitate or get the permission from somebody to purchase it. But as I am, well, forced and willing to save some more money over the next few months and maybe years, these strategies worked really, really well for me. Now, thank you so much for watching the entire video to the end. Please give it a like, it helps me more than you think, and I'll see you next week for next week's video. Stay healthy with Luke.